Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be making Nagoya's most famous dish, Tebasaki. And for this we're going to need a few different things. So these chicken wings need chicken, of course. We're also going to use some soy sauce, some rice wine vinegar, some mirin, some sugar, and then a spice mix as well as some sesame seeds as well. So we're going to use all of this. So first up, we're going to be making the sauce, which this chicken is going to be soaked in. So please, first up, please pour in the mirin. And I'll give some details about what this is below, in case you haven't heard of it before. Next up, we're going to be putting in some cooking sake. So that is the rice wine that is specifically for cooking. So make sure you get the right stuff. Although you can use anything acidic here, so don't worry too much. And next up, we're going to put in the sugar. So how thick you want the sauce depends on how much sugar you put in. So if you want it really thick, add more sugar. If you just want it, a light dusting of the sauce, just put a little bit of sugar. So get the sugar to dissolve in here. That should happen relatively quickly. And the last step is to put in the soy sauce or the shoyu. So mix that in as well. And just try and boil that down. So I don't like my tebasaki to be too sticky. So I'm not going to make this sauce that thick. But, the longer you do it for, the thicker it will become. It will reduce down more. So yeah, it's all about personal taste really, but the building blocks will always be the same. So this is what mine looks like. As you can see, it's not too thick, but it's reduced by about half here. So that should be perfect for the kind of chicken wings that I want. Next up, we're going to look at the spice mix. And again, this will depend on how spicy you want it. But I've got cayenne pepper, salt, garlic powder, and black pepper. To be honest, I think after I made this, I might have put in too much black pepper. I might have added a bit more cayenne next time. But yeah, you can change to however you want it to be. So now comes the difficult part. We're going to start frying the chicken. So try and pat the chicken down, get it as dry as possible. As you can see, it's spitting everywhere, making a big old mess of my kitchen. You can be a lot more organised than I am. But how I do it, I cook it for 2 minutes in the oil. Then I flip it over and cook it for a further 2 minutes. At which point it's, getting nice and crispy. And then I'll take it out and let it rest for a little while whilst I cook the next batch. This will make it even crispier. So once it's rested, I put it back in. And again, I'll cook it for 2 minutes on each side. And you might need to cook it for longer, depending on how big your chicken wings are. But mine look perfect like this. And I plop mine straight into the sauce and give that a very light basting, just for a couple of minutes. So there's the finished product. The chicken is still crispy, but because we've got the sauce on there, it's also quite sticky as well. So you can just put the ground up spice mix directly on top and it will stick to the skin perfectly. So I like it nice and spicy, so I'm putting on quite a lot on here, but you can put on much more. Last up, I put on some sesame seeds as well. This is completely optional, but I love the contrast of the nuttiness almost of the sesame seeds and the spiciness of the spice mix. And the perfect accompaniment to this is a nice cold beer, or a zero alcohol beer if you'd prefer. And as you can see here, the chicken is cooked perfectly. So it's crispy, it's juicy. It was too hot to be honest, but there we go. That's what it looks like inside. And it will fall right off the bone as you're eating it. It should be absolutely perfect. So there you have it. That is Tebasaki, one of Nagoya's most famous and delicious foods. Hopefully I'll be back soon with another recipe. But thanks for watching. Any questions, please check out below, and I'll also post a recipe below as well. But thanks for watching. See you later.